Dear guests, without any further ado, please welcome Anthony Darvall, founder of Traderflow, with a workshop, Trading with AI, CoPilots, not advisor.
Thank you, guys. My name is Anthony. I've been in the FX industry for around nearly 20 years now. I started just before the GFC, and I started as a junior broker down in Sydney. My first job I had with Easy Markets, and I stayed there until I was the chief market analyst until 2022. Now, during that time, I was mainly consulting with clients each day about how to trade, what the market's doing. And then when COVID hit, I was a little bit concerned about the ability for some of my clients to get the information they were getting at the same time as I was. And by that time, I was trading with 6 screens and doing a lot of workflow management that each day I thought to myself, there has to be a better way to combine all my knowledge and get access to information for traders rather than having to explain the same market update each day on when I was talking to clients myself. Now, the reason that they trusted me and looked up to me when I was trading is because I seemed to be this oracle of knowledge. And really all that was I was taking trading to the next level by buying subscriptions to many of the news feeds and many of the pricing charts and having professional charting solutions across the screen. So although it felt like I was cheating to them, what I was trying to do is make it a simple way to copy the way in which I approach trading, which ended up being more of a swing trading, slower time frame form. Now, I left my job when the AI revolution began, and I said, all right, this is it, this is the future. I'm going to start building out some sort of product to help out the retail traders get access to the same information as I do in a more appropriate manner. And the fact is that my biggest concern when I was trading was when I was away from the computer. And the current metrics are that 80% of trading is done in the retail world on the phone. And so the phone should be the natural place in which we start getting notifications. A product that we don't have currently is a product that I wanted to make that I could have myself. All right, so smart alert systems and the way in which I can get that information when I'm away from my computer was the main thing I was looking to build. So we started out a company called Traderflow, and when it comes to working with AI, one of the most important things is data. So getting access to data wasn't a problem for me in my trading, but it's a problem for many traders if they don't know where to get it and what they should be looking at. So one of our purposes of Traderflow first is to offer services that isn't AI, so that they can connect to their account to us, so that we can build up a large enough database to make some meaningful AI. All right, so this is the genesis of the first suite of products that we're making, but we do own forexcopilot.com, and it is the second product that will be coming, and we've named our AI Midas, and those who know about Greek mythology will be talking about. Now, Midas could come in many forms, but I will introduce you to one form of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'd like to discuss the recent developments in the yen carry trade and its implications for the global financial markets. The sharp appreciation of the yen, coinciding with increased market volatility, has brought the yen carry trade into focus. While data suggests that a significant portion of speculative positions have been unwound, substantial holdings among longer-term investors indicate there's still room for further unwinding. Our analysis shows that Japanese investors' unhedged foreign assets could be around 150 trillion yen. This represents a considerable amount that could potentially drive further yen appreciation if unwound. We believe that the performance of US dollar to Japanese yen will be primarily driven by US rates going forward. However, the risk of a US recession could lead to a significant sell-off in US dollar to Japanese yen, potentially doubling our standard model estimates. In conclusion, while we haven't become yen bulls, we recognize that remaining carry trade unwinds will likely reinforce periods of yen appreciation. As such, we recommend looking for tactical opportunities in other currency crosses, such as short euro to US dollar. Thank you for your attention.
So, the technology to build something like this is here now. The real-time ability of building this is not there yet. Now, this is built on the back of a couple of commercially available AI programs. One of them is, first, he was condensing a Goldman Sachs report on the yen, and that was using an LLM called Claude, and it was turn this PDF into a speech. And then there was the text-to-speech element, right? And in that element, there's a few providers now that can do that in real time. Then the final element is turning video into a speech with a lip sync, all right? So connecting that all through. It wouldn't be long before Bloomberg and CNBC have real-time market analysts that are AI providing updates on the news, coming through focused on what is happening right now, better than what they currently do. So CNBC and Bloomberg have a 2-hour little bit of a loop about the main stories that are happening right now. But say we build a Forex analyst and it was running on YouTube, and it was focused on where the markets are moving right now and providing some technical analysis around that, talking and then jumping to the next chart, your up-to-dateness on that, whereas you see that with CNBC and Bloomberg, they run out of things to say. That's why they keep saying the same thing. NVIDIA earnings coming up, NVIDIA earnings coming up. This is what NVIDIA earnings did. That's what all today will be about. Whereas if you're trading and you want specifics about what is happening, then the ability to get that information curated by AI delivered to you is very much a personalized service that can be built relatively soon. Now, I would say that that speech there is about as good a condensation as I could do myself to a client. Basically took the cliff notes of what happens. What we have built first, though, to try and help people get into Traderflow is the ability to connect your MT4, MT5 account, and then we take your trades, and as soon as you trade, we hash it onto the blockchain to verify that that trade has been done. And then we allow you to share a verified trade to Twitter, Discord, Telegram community, and host your own Discord bot in that community yourself to allow those verified trades to come in. There's a fairly strong lack of trust in FX and in over-the-counter trading right now, so the ability to share a verified trade is the product that we hope will take off over time, so that we get access to more traders so that we can build your personalized trading robot. The ideas behind getting that data in general, I mean, MT4, MT5 is great, but there's new kids on the block, so Match Trader, DX Trade, and C Trader will be integrated as well. It's very simple. We just need investor passwords, and then we can listen to your trades. We're not in the business of trying to trade for you. We're in the business of trying to provide you information to help your trading. And so there's many ways in which a copilot will be able to do this. And we will take questions about this at the end, so if you have any questions, I know we're covering a lot of different things. They said 20 minutes. I'm like, I can talk about markets for a lot longer than that, or just one element of what we're doing. But I would say my biggest issue in trading, and the biggest issue I find with many traders, is their risk management. And what they have in banks and in hedge funds is a risk department and a little bit of accountability. Now, because we can humanize these robots and copilots themselves a little bit to provide you, like you're discussing some other entity is overlooking your shadow of your trading over your shoulder, although it's not a real person, you could still input to the copilot, to Midas, that I want to not lose more than 5% in a day. right? Now, it's not going to stop you. We don't legally have the ability yet to enforce the AI will overtake you and close you down, but you may, nope, not now. You may want to set those settings yourself as another reminder to yourself, this is the rule that I didn't want to break. And over time, the more that you get used to having some sort of accountability, the ability for that to start trading better and for you to listen to the copilot will start to impact your trading. Now, it's not a cure-all for sure, but it does, in my mind, give the option for traders to extend their life cycle. Because one big blow up is potentially that's game over for you as a trader. And most of us have blown up many times before we start to really sit at the altar of risk management and believe it. On that front, there's many books and many resources online about risk management and styles. The ability for the copilot to be a teacher in risk management and to be explaining it to you is also quite there. And for newer traders, I think this is possibly the most important thing. For the prop industry, the ability to set on your live account as you're trading, I'm going to trade this as if I want to hit 10% return without trying to lose 5% on a drawdown to see if my trading matches what a prop firm can do. That is another feature there to run. So that's an offering that we're going to offer in Traderflow very quickly, the ability to set your own little personal challenge and then have the AI allow you, give you updates on how you're going. But for brokers, Jesus, Ruth, got to move through. One sec. For brokers, I think one of the more interesting tools is that every day I get about 5 different broker statements from the 5 brokers I'm trading with, and they just have my trades. You know, that's great. I don't think I've opened it except for tax time, ever, all right? If I was to get a personalized market update email that had my trades that were closed and then automatic AI journaling of my trades, that would help me greatly because I'm a bit lazy to journal myself. Now, the journaling could be some if-or analysis around what you did when you closed it, what would have happened if you left it open for another 6 hours, maximum profit, maximum loss, or just general little bit of feedback on each trade to try and give you. Now, I would be more open to reading this, right? As a broker, if my traders were getting a little bit of feedback on their trading automatically each day, that would assist me, and it'd be just in the format of a digestible one email. Now, the actual subject matter of the email as well should be personalized to what you trade, right? The general email you would get from our brokers when we're getting market updates at the moment is everything, and they try to give you the announcements on the big markets. But if it was getting you information about the pairs you trade and the levels you trade, and you signed up to be also getting alerts around these levels, what I call smart alerts, then you can see the ability for increasing traders' potential to trade around these alerts that come through. So if I was trading Aussie dollar, I get a little market update about the Aussie dollar, I'll get a little alerts, and they will be coming through on notifications preset by me. If I told the system that I was a swing trader, I want to be notified when the Aussie dollar hits a swing pullback of this level, or it could read that for me. I mean, we don't have to set it every day. I can just set the general technicals of it. So, you know, rather than having to update things, it's just going to be really your copilot in allowing you to know when there's an opportunity. Because many times I'm not at the computer when there's an opportunity. If I get an alert on my phone, this is the way in which we feel that the most people will get the use out of it. What we want to make is a tool that is, once you start using it, you can't trade without it. Yes, it's for us. Only 1 or 2 trades that you gain from it will be the perfect little flow. Because we are putting traders on chain and ranking them as part of the service, one of the things that is of interest to us.
Everyone, head over to our photo booth, take a photo, and share it on your social media. Don't forget to use the hashtag FMPS24 and tag at FMEvents in your post. Once you've shared your photo, swing by the FMPS Magnates booth 4, to pick up your free drink voucher. Thank you.
All right, that's actually not a bad little offer, you know. Take a picture, share, and get a. All right, sign up your account with us, you know, and we'll give you a little trading score and then a drink voucher. No, we won't give you a drink voucher, but we would give you a few recommendations about your trading. But what is interesting when it comes to sentiment analysis is that normally what you're dealing with in a COT report is pretty old news. And what you're dealing with, say, a MyFX book or an IG sentiment positioning data is that you're just looking at the total book, right? And the problem is that that total book is made up of flow from different levels of traders, right? Now, because we have our traders ranked internally, is one of our systems of doing that, what we're looking at is the top 10% of traders start making trades. And the AI has asked us, and this gets a little bit, what were we going to call it? The politically correct version we've gone with is late money, but the bottom 10% is what you could call dumb money as well. But the bottom 10% traders are basically getting trapped into buying a trend too late or getting trapped into selling at the bottom. And so this sort of change in sentiment, so if I was looking at what the 10% of the top are doing or what 10% of the bottom are doing, I could then start to have a new sort of trading tool that would allow us to make decisions that are informed around the timing of your trade. So this is all set up to be real time. The trades that we pull from your accounts are real time. As we see the momentum change or the positioning change of the smarter traders, there will be ability to visualize this, and we're not sure exactly how we're going to show it, but there will be an alert system, right? That smart money is starting to buy, dumb money is starting to sell, you know, and that would be a very strong indicator that, you know, it's time for you to reassess your trade at that point. Now for some of the challenges. The modeling and the AI themselves, we just had a big meeting with Amazon. And the main concern they said to us was, be very careful how much you develop on one particular large language model, like Claude or Open AI's ChatGPT, because governments may regulate shortly that giving financial advice is not allowed from an AI entity, and therefore the product itself, if it's too embedded with one of these LLMs, won't be able to function in a way in which we first intended it to. Now, it's not that it's giving financial advice per se, but if it's in the too hot to handle basket, then it potentially excludes us from many of the closed models, and it will push us to be trading with the more open source models. So that's just something from what you guys need to understand as if you're developing in this space as well. The whole we're going to build on top of ChatGPT, a trading robot, may not be the case. There are particular large language models like Bloomberg GPT and Finbert that are built for around this financial space, so that understands words already quite well. But in terms of what you will be needing to learn as an AI user, everyone will need to learn is how to talk with the AI, because it listens and understands in a particular way. And this is called prompt engineering. And so what you have to learn is how to ask the right question to get the right answers if you want to get the most out of your AI copilot, and how to set instructions for it is a form of prompt engineering as well. All right, so it will be close to natural language, but it's still, there will be more effective ways than others. It's a bit hard to cover in 20 seconds I've got left, but it's it's something that would come through. In terms of the future impacts, the volatility potential. Robots, algorithms are already trying to take money off each other. AI is a next level understanding of how the market is structured. And what it could end up being is that they start an adversarial combat system where they really understand where the stops are on each other, and they really understand what they're trying to do, and they can collude without colluding in a natural way, just in a game theory sort of way. So they all end up selling together just to go down a certain level to maximize the pain. So if we don't have that AI copilot helping you, it will be more in tune with what it feels as AI price movement, rather than what you would see as just something wild happening. And this is what I fear will happen as they get more intelligent. The volatility will increase, not decrease, as we give more of the power across to the AIs to trade the money for you. But I'm guessing that most of us still want to trade ourselves with a little bit of assistance from that robot. We built a virtual trading floor, but the problem is the real-time data into that virtual trading floor is not yet compatible to go outside yet. But from a teaching point of view, what we could envisage within, say, 1 to 2 years would be the AI advisors inside there, or you doing your trading in a new concept way, which would be the augmented reality with your headsets on and your charts in front of you around there. But having the AI avatar as a little apparition inside one of these trading floors will be the new method in which brokers sell to clients, and to which we feel that trading will get back into like that pit-like environment. You know, I'm going back to the trading floor today, you know, and the trading floor is where you find other traders and you're just talking about the markets, swapping charts with each other. That level of interoperability is going to be very interesting from how we trade going forward. So if you're interested in getting access to Forex Copilot early, please sign up at forexcopilot.com. It is a product that we're working on quite hard, but we are developing other products first to help you with your trading. The Copilot does require a lot of testing and a lot of data to ingest, and there are a myriad of legal issues we have to confirm first about what is considered giving financial advice or not. But we are erring on the side of caution that we're going to be giving it generic teaching advice around risk management mostly, and the alert system mostly, and information that's readily available in other areas to come to your system via notifications on an app. So thank you all for listening. I've run out of time here. I do though would love to answer any questions that you guys have around Forex Copilots or the general industry as a whole. So if anyone has a question about what we just talked about. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Yep. So given the opaque nature of the FX market, there's no central exchange, anything can go through and you won't even know.
Yes.
Would this be also suitable for something like perhaps stocks or the futures market where the price and volume data and time data is all openly available?
I think the information that the robot will give you in those environments will be a little bit more specific. But generally, the OTC market is much larger, and that's one of the reasons why we're putting non-exchange traded trades on the blockchain, so that you can trust that it actually happens. So generally, with stocks, they all go through one exchange. People trust the Nasdaq, they trust the futures exchanges. At the moment, when we're trading Forex, we're trading with the broker, and that trade is not really recorded anywhere, forever. So we're creating our data set by hashing it, which means encrypting it onto the blockchain so that we have that store. But what we really care about is the trades that are done in the last day. and the trades that are done in the last hour. That's where I think we're going to see the flow try to change the markets, where stocks are limited to that 8-hour window gap. So yeah, you do have exchange data, volume data, which can lead to different analysis methods and potentially teach it to do things. But with the Forex market, the 24 hours, and you do need a way of making sure that those trades actually happen, because in this game, a lot of influencers, a lot of people on Twitter will say they've done this trade, but you can't prove it. All right? With these futures, you can trust that it happened. You can go see it happen. You can't really trust anything happening in this game because you can recreate those trades. But yeah, it's a good question. I think stocks will have a more expert opinion coming through, and just because of the extra data.
Thank you very much.
Ron, how are you? Ron's also building AI.
Nick and I are building AI. This is more of a sort of a thought process thing.
Yeah.
The bar chart is heavily weighted with psychology.
Yes.
Human beings' decisions on whether a stock's valuable or not. Understandings based on articles that are written by other human beings, etc. And now that we've got AI in the mix, AI is going to start making decisions.
Yes.
We're going to have copilots who are going to tell us how to trade. We're going to rely on that information. We've got AI eventually going to start executing trading. We've also got quants that are doing trading. So we're starting to see the human element start to get removed out of what the stock market is. And that's going to be very interesting. I was wondering what your thoughts on that would be.
Well, yeah, I mean, so the idea then that potentially fear and greed may lessen would be the concern. But what we talked about just at the end there was that when the robots start understanding how they're positioning and attacking in a zero-sum game of making money off each other, then you could see natural collusion happening with the robots without them talking, and that's why I think volatility will increase. All right, so it'll be, if we all just sell now, we make money, and they all just sell now, They all just buy then when they've killed the humans, it's going to be, that's why your copilot will be more necessary, because it'll pick up on what it would say is AI flow, because nothing else makes sense about the movement if there's no news around it, and it's of a specific nature potentially. It could be very fast selling, triggering more selling, which is different to the algo situation right now, because the algos are preset on a very defined sort of system, and they're just, they're built around some history. It's not thinking that next level up, which is what the AIs will be doing. So I still think you'll see potentially more fear and greed as a human from that volatility increase. But from the trading point of view, the robots don't have that, so they do have the advantage, of reacting and moving. So yeah, it's a good question. I think psychology is going to change. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else there? Well, yes, thank you guys. If you have any questions about this, or if you're in the brokerage game or as a trader want to have further discussions about, say, the personalized newsletter, how that would work, and some of the other features that we're doing here at Traderflow, please come up and have a chat with me. I'm very interested in anyone as well who's going down this same path, because it is so new and novel. I'm willing to work with anyone that is interested in this space, because I think it is the future, and I think we need to get ready and build our products sooner rather than later.